So it's Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m., and I'm meal prepping. I strongly dislike being unproductive. And I would use the word hate, but my mom always taught me not to use the word hate anything, and I'm trying not to, so if she heard me say hate, she would correct me. But I strongly dislike unproductive time. Unproductive time is wasted time to me. So even on the weekends, I don't like sleeping in or just sitting around watching TV and stuff. I save that for later in the night if I'm going to do it. But I like to utilize as much daylight as possible. So in the morning, I'll front load all the things I want to get done, like the necessary things, meal prep, cooking some food for later in the week, going to the gym. And then in the afternoon, I use that time for kind of personal time, hanging out with friends, visiting new places, exploring, traveling. So for example, like yesterday, it got to a point where there was nothing else to do. I accomplished everything I wanted to. And I was getting bored, so I just picked up and I went into Austin and traveled a little bit, explored some new places. So that's the plan for the day. Hopefully it clears up. It's supposed to. It's been raining majority of the weekend. So I'm at the gym now. I'm going to knock out a leg workout and then try to go into Austin and just explore. Something else I've been doing that is, I think, more mental than physical. But to prepare for the squat, like every compound movement, you want to stay tight. So I like wearing shirts like these, like silky shirts, stretch material. So I'll pull it down as far as possible, and then as soon as far as possible, then I'll ratchet my belt. So it keeps my upper body tight. I know it's more of a mental thing than a physical thing, but when you feel your shirt tight, your body feels tight, and you feel tighter going into the movement. Another tip that has really helped me with the squat is consciously focusing on the contraction of my glutes. So at the bottom of the squat and the top of the squat, I purposely contract the glutes. You'll feel it too. I mean, you'll feel it. It starts getting sore and cramping up a little bit. But doing that kind of thrusts me up into the squat, out of the hole, and at the top, it focuses more on that contraction. It's just a glute workout too. You know, looking back at why I even started the YouTube channel in the first place, so I moved to Texas, didn't know anyone, and I didn't really have any hobbies at the time other than work, my business, working out, and I was getting bored, and I was surrounded by all these great places, these new places. So I picked up the YouTube channel for a hobby to keep me busy, and ever since, it's kept me very productive. Like even my free time, that's what I do, that's what I enjoy doing. And it's not wasted time. You know, I'm creating something, or at least in my eyes, I'm creating something that's worthy to me. Post-workout is 8 ounces of the chicken I grilled this morning with barbecue sauce, 12 ounces of red potato fried in coconut oil, arugula salad, Bolthouse Ranch, and avocado. And then this bar right here, this Brookside fruit and nut bar, absolutely awesome. If you could just smell this thing right now, there's so much in it. There's nuts, seeds, fruit, dark chocolate, like caramelized almonds. So good. So this will probably be the last time I bring Leroy to the lake. for like a year. Because when I leave next week to go home, I'm taking him with me, and he's going to be there for a year because my training is just getting hectic the next upcoming like 8 months. So we'll come back here eventually, but I had to bring him out here. It's like a weekend thing that we do. I bring him here, I burn him out, and then I go into Austin. He sleeps the whole time. Then when I get back, he wants to play. I remember when I first got him, and it was like a few months after I got him, and I decided to go home. So I drove from Georgia to Pennsylvania. It was like a 14-hour drive, and he slept the entire time. We left at midnight. Probably one of the dumbest things I've done. Left at midnight and drove 14 hours straight. He slept the whole time, and I was nearly sleeping the whole time. And then when we drove from Georgia to Texas, he didn't sleep at all. Okay, so right now I'm at Torchy's Tacos in Austin on South 1st Street. So I got 3 tacos, number 2 waiting for right now. I got the Trailer Park, the Democrat, the Baja Shrimp, and I got chips and queso. So I'm waiting for it right now. Here's the chips, and then their queso looks really good. It cost me $18 total. I think I ordered a little too much. Most people order like 1 or 2 tacos. I wanted a little bit of everything. So wow, that's good. But I found it on Yelp. So they have a few locations. The one I'm at right now is a food truck, and they had like over 1,000 reviews, 4.5 out of 5. That's really spicy. Whew. All right, so I have 3 tacos here. Pretty decent size. They're like between $3 and $4 a piece. This is the first one. It is, I believe, fried chicken. Looks like pico de gallo, cheese, and the next 2 they have avocado. One is Baja shrimp and one is chicken, so they all look pretty good. Definitely an expensive meal, but I mean, it's quality food. It's very quality food. It's very unique, so we'll see which one is my favorite one. This is a really cool place though. It's called the Trailer Park Eatery. It's close to South Congress, so it's right down the street from the Capitol. Bunch of different trailer parks, different kind of places, and very cool, unique shops as well. That's really good. Very like distinct, bold flavors. They put really good sauces on there too. So definitely a place I'm gonna go back to or come back to. My buddy Dan was supposed to come with me. He bailed. What's cool about this place too is that on their website they have all the macros and calories for all their tacos. So when I get back, I'll add them up, see what I'm at. Right now, my fat's pretty low. Carbs are pretty low. Calories in general are pretty low today because I was planning on coming into Austin. So this one is the Baja Shrimp. I put some sauce on it they gave me. I also squeezed a lime on there. Awesome. So far, these are very different flavors. Each one's different. All right, then the last one, this one is beef, avocado, some sort of cheese. There's a bunch of different sauces they gave me. I'm not exactly sure what is what. I really don't know how to describe it, but it tastes like it would taste good on beef. It's good. It's not my favorite of the 3. Number 1 was the Baja Shrimp, and then the Trailer Park, then the Democrat. So one of the reasons I love visiting Austin so much is because it kind of reminds me that at least at one point in my life, I want to live in a city. It's on my bucket list. It's one of the things to do. And the plan is that when I get out of the Army, I move into Austin and experience that part of my life. Because my entire life, I've lived in like rural parts of the country. I've been close to cities, like within an hour, 2 hours of a drive, but nowhere where that's where I actually lived. That's where I resided. So it's something I want to do at least one part of my life for part of it, just to experience that. Another reason I really want to go to Austin and live in Austin eventually, or any city, is because there's just so much going on. There's always something to do, always somewhere to go, and it just keeps things interesting. Right now I live in a town where there's not much going on. You know, everyone knows each other, which is cool. And that's, you know, how I grew up in central Pennsylvania. Everyone knew each other, very small town. And I would love raising a family in that kind of environment. But in my late 20s, early 30s, where I'm coming up on late 20s, I want to be somewhere where it's just very spontaneous, and what I do on a daily basis changes. And I'm hoping I can move to Austin, run my business, and then build on that, maybe open up some more businesses. But that's the plan, and that's really what I want to do, and that's what really drives me right now. So the rest of the night is going to be getting ready for tomorrow, getting ready for the week, start packing to go home, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.